Good morning, traders. How are y'all doing today? Today is February 21st. Market opens in exactly 5 minutes. Want to get on a little early today so we can share our link and spread that around to everyone who is interested in today's live trading session. Excited to be here. We made some trades yesterday, and we're going to make some more trades today, guys. Looking at LUNR, JTAI, as well as MARA, testing this line right here, and QQQs pushing up again. And we're also looking at Tesla, NVIDIA, and PLTR. It's another one of those companies that we're looking at here. SMCI, LUNR, XPEV, and Sound. All with good possibilities to trade. Okay, we're going to share our link, get that spread around. Make sure everyone knows that we are here and we are live. Going just a couple minutes early today, that way we can share our link and get situated before we get into our trading session. Good morning. Good morning to you all. Hello, good morning, Raju. Okay, links are shared. We got a lot of buyers stepping in about 1950s. We're going to see if this sells off just a little bit back to those 1950 levels, or is it going to come all the way back down to 1780 like it did yesterday. I'm very excited to see what happens here this morning with LUNR. We're going to be a little bit more calculated, a little bit more patient today as we wait for those levels to basically showcase to us, right? We want to see the support. We want to see where the resistance is. And we don't want to get in too ahead of ourselves, jump in on a trade that actually might go south. I've done a really good job managing risk over the last few days. I believe we had 6 green days in a row, and then we had 1 red day, and then we had an additional 5 green days, and then 1 red day yesterday. So if you can keep your red days far and few and have many green days in between, then you can be more consistently profitable as a trader. So it's just those little victories, those small wins add up, and then you get another win when you don't have a huge loss. So yeah, go live every day. We do recaps every afternoon on the trade, and yeah, hope you guys enjoy today's live trading session. Go ahead and smash that like button for me. Hello, hello. Good morning. Well, we got some people coming in now. All right. Raju, 5th day average, StarCraft 2. Hello. PLTR pushing up, Uber selling off, retesting that moving average. SoFi with the weird push from 1550 to 1670. SMCI pushing up again. Now this could go back up to $66, no doubt about it. On SMCI, doesn't mean it has to, but it can. So we're going to be watching SMCI too. Getting 10 shares in this at 61 and riding it to 66 could be like $60 on us. It could be 10%. Let's just say that it could be a 10% move on SMCI if it continues to push up. Sound, same thing with Sound. If we can get back to some previous highs, even 11.92 from 11 bucks, that's a $1 per share profit. So we are definitely looking today at Sound, LUNR, and SMCI for our main picks today. Market opens in 30 seconds. SMCI looks like it's going to remain bullish. And if it does, that's great. If it sells off, not so good, right? It could go all the way down to $54. So do be aware that SMCI is at these overbought levels. It failed to get past 62.50 yesterday after it sold off to $54. Okay. LUNR, same thing. It pushed up to about $20 and then sold off. So I really want to see what happens here with these two companies today. As far as SMCI, are we going to get some new highs or are we going to get rejected? Same thing with LUNR. Are we going to get those highs that we want to see today? Cinex selling off. PLTR selling off. Uber selling off at the moment. SoFi selling off even more. SMCI coming down to 60.50. Let's see if it holds at those levels. LUNR not really doing much. There's not a lot of volume on LUNR today. XPEV, is it going to push up past 1855? It's very possible. We're going to buy 10 here just in case. It is at resistance levels, but we're going to buy in case it does begin to push up. Doesn't mean it has to, and if it doesn't, it begins to come back down. We could always get more shares in LUNR, okay? I would love to see Sound push up to those 1192 levels. Doesn't mean it has to. 1145 looks like there is a resistance at about 1145. SMCI also pushing up. You know, if this can push up higher, you know, that'd be great. Let's go 10 shares. Now, this is very risky, guys. I do not recommend you guys trading anything that I trade. You guys are here to learn how to trade, not to copy me. So let's be very careful with that. But if SMCI can continue to push up, we're going to continue to add more. Let's add another 10 here. Okay, we got 20 shares at 61.38. LUNR, we have 10 shares, but not really pushing to where we wanted it to. Again, this can come all the way back down to 1750s, 1950s before it decides to make a push up. Okay, I want you guys to know that. These are very light positions. 10 shares is only about $200. Okay, same with SMCI, 20 shares. It's about $1,200. We're a little bit more into it on this one. We're going to get a slight rejection. Now, what's great too is you can always wait for direction, right? If you're unsure of direction, you don't want to play these breakouts or these higher resistance levels, you can wait for direction. You know, wait 10, 20, even 30 minutes sometimes after the market opens. So that way you can see a bigger picture, right? Like after the first 30 minutes, this sold off, and then it had a very nice bull run for the rest of the day. From lows of 17.80 to highs of $20 for a 12, almost 13% profit. I did try to catch this breakout and held all the way down and sold yesterday, losing a few bucks. So that's not what we want to do here today either. Same thing with this. It sold off to 54, pushed up to 62. Is it going to hold 62? I don't know if it will or not. If it continues to push up higher, then we can actually sell and get more. We can buy more shares. But right now, I think we're comfortable at 62. And is it going to hold 62? Because it was at 62.50, yesterday. So if it can't break 1640s, then we may just have to get out here, okay? And if it continues to push, then that's fantastic. We're already up 1.5% on SMCI. LUNR, we're up 1% as well. But what we want to try to do is 2016. It's catching that resistance at 2016. So we need to see if we can get above 2016 today. If we cannot, then this will continue to sell off as well. So those are the two companies we're trading today, SMCI and LUNR. Okay, looking very bullish still. SMCI looking very bullish, staying above these moving averages, pushing higher and higher. This is what we like to see. Can we get up again to that 62.40 level? Is it going to get rejected again at 62.40? Let's wait and see. Lunar also pushing up to 2016. It needs to get past those levels in order for us to push up a little bit more. Hope you guys are all having a great day. Hello, hello, welcome. Here's exactly what happened yesterday, right? It caught some resistance, sold off. So I don't want to go too heavy on this. I could still buy like 50 to 100 shares if I want of LUNR, but we are waiting to be patient on LUNR. SMCI pushing up. Exactly what we want to see. Holding above those moving averages, showing indication that it is bullish today. Very nice. Smash that like button for me. We got double digits watching. We should have double digit likes this morning. And I appreciate everyone who showed up on time today for yourself. You showed up on time for yourself today. You weren't late. You didn't hit the snooze button. You didn't sleep in, and you didn't skip today's trading session. So I'm very proud of you guys for showing up. It's not an easy thing to do, guys. Even just showing up can be difficult to people. I know. I've been there. So I just want to welcome you. I want to congratulate you and just tell you, good job. Good job. Good job showing up. Okay, let's see what happens here. See if we get a nice retest. Now we're not going to be adding any more to this position. Now it did get rejected here, guys. I do want you to know and be aware that it got rejected right off of this resistance level, 6260-ish. High of 6239. This got a high of 6239. So we have a sell wall. Now that this is a support, it now has a sell wall at 6239. We need to get above 6239 for this really to take off to 63, 64, 65. If it gets rejected one more time, this may not go back up. It may just continue to crash and fall. Okay. SMCI coming down, and that's exactly what happened yesterday. It's going to sell off to a certain level, and then maybe we could pick up some more shares and get back in, right? Very light position on Lunar. Good morning and thank you. For sure, Tom. Welcome. Everybody, welcome. Smash that like button for me. Appreciate you guys. I appreciate you so much. Gonna make some money today, guys. We are. We're gonna make some money. Smash that like button for me. Let's get to 10 likes. Let's get at least 10 likes on here. LUNR trying to push up again. Again, trying to get past that 2016 resistance. There is a 2016 resistance today. More like a 2010. Yeah, it looks like a 2010 resistance. So very small range today. I mean, the range on this could be as low as 1950s, 1940s. On Lunar SMCI, range can be, I mean, pretty much forever, right? It could be at 58.92. Could be at 58.50. So we're going to give this a little bit of time to react. 60.30 would be a nice area to buy again. We're going to buy right here at 60.50. So I got it 60.49. 10 more shares. It brought my average down significantly. I believe I was just right up here, 61, almost 62. Now we're at 61.09. Risking about, I'd say 1%-ish, about 20 bucks to make about $40 plus. LUNR, again, pushing up. Very nice recovery down at 1960s, 1970s. That would have been nice to load up at least, another 10 shares or so. But that did not happen. We still have our same 10 shares here. Up about 1%. Looking for that breakout again here. Let's see if it gets it. Second time's a charm. Third time. 1, 2, and now 3. We are looking at the 5-minute time frame. Looks like it went right up to that $20 mark and it got rejected again. Sound with a nice retracement from 11 to 1134 and then back down. SoFi selling off even lower. PLTR selling off back to that pre-market low. SMCI and LUNR retesting supports. Bitcoin did push up. Now it was selling off. It was within this range for quite some time. It came down to 93.5 and then pushed all the way back up to 100,000. Retested that moving average and could not get above the moving average. It literally got rejected. So we're not trading Mara today unless you want to short. Unless you want to short Bitcoin. We are not trading Mara today, right? It did the exact same thing. It pushed all the way up, hit that moving average, and got rejected the same way it did to Bitcoin. Okay, same way what happened to Bitcoin. So we're not really looking at that today. Gold markets are curling over. It is curling over. This means JDST does have a potential, if gold begins to sell off, to make a nice profit here, maybe 4 to 14% on a gold sell-off if it continues, right? It looks like it's finding that support off of that moving average. So if it does find support off that moving average, then it could actually go higher. And that's for gold. SQQQ pushing up today, which means the markets are selling off. That is correct, from highs of 540 to now lows of 536. Markets are experiencing a bit of some selling pressure here. Tesla selling off, AMD pushing up but retesting those previous resistance levels here. Nvidia also selling off, testing its moving average on the 30-minute. Google selling off with the recovery. So overall, markets are selling off today. This is Meta's trying to rebound from lows of 692. Looks like it's found a bit of support at 692 and just showing some signs of a potential reversal, setting up to highs of 700 and then back to 740s. Amazon continuing to sell off. The selling pressure does not stop here with Amazon. Selling off past that previous support of 220, now hitting 221 and trying to recover off of that support level. And then Apple not making new highs or lows, got up to 247 and then sold immediately back off to this support level of 245. So yeah, very interesting. We're in two companies today. We're in LUNR. This will be our third day trading LUNR for this nice breakout. And we're not trading JTAI. We traded it yesterday. Again, just had a really nice play the day before, missed out a majority of that money, and then traded the backside of the MACD, which was so dumb to do, and waited for that breakout. It didn't happen. One point we were up $35 yesterday, and then we took a huge swing, and we were down like $100. So not the best, but not the worst. We're going to take this trade off for the day. We're going to keep it in our stocks that we're watching, and then we're going to add SMCI to today's trades, and we're going to go from there. SMCI had a nice push up. Again, It got up to that resistance level. It couldn't break the resistance, and here we are trying to trade it at these all-time highs. We're about 15 minutes into the market. Haven't really lost anything. Haven't really made anything either. Still showing signs of being bullish. Still has some green volume. MACD is open. A bit oversold on the RSI. Same with this one. MACD crossed over. It's trying to curl up. 73 million free float, 1 million volume. We just need a little bit more volume for LUNR. And then this one, 500 million free float, 16 million volume. So the volume is definitely there for these ones. Looking at the 5-minute, they're both looking bullish, right? They're both looking bullish. They're just not doing what I want them to do. I want them to get above those resistance levels. So that way we can get a nice breakout and we can get to some newer highs. If LUNR can push up to $21, then I can definitely make some bucks. If SMCI pushes up to even 62 again, I can make like $30. If it pushes up higher, then obviously we would make more, right? Should have bought like 10 more shares down at this level, bringing this average down even more. But again, just being patient, being patient. Let's see what happens. Looks like it's been having a lot of support around 58.66 the last couple days. So I wouldn't be surprised if it sold off to 58.66 and then possibly, you know, bounced off of that level again. All right, all right. We almost got double-digit likes. Almost got double-digit likes, guys. Smash that like button if you're watching. Appreciate your support. Helps other people just like you find this channel. It is 100% free. We teach you about how to trade in stock market, not try to sell you a course or sell you a alert or sell you some kind of signal or indicator. It's all here for you to learn if you want to learn. It is a lot of hard work when you do it this way, but at the end of the day, you're going to feel a lot better knowing how to trade and identifying your own setups than if you were to just copy somebody, right? Because copying people only lasts for so long. Can you give me a good morning, everyone? Good morning. I'd love to hear it. I'd love to see you guys in the chats talking. Share your tickers with me if you guys want me to review or look at any of your tickers. Just go ahead and call them out for me, okay? I can do that for you. I can do that for you. Good morning, good morning. Wow, we have a lot of people in here today. That's awesome. A lot of people in here. LUNR pushing above 2013. Is it going to hold? Can we get higher? Or is it going to get rejected again? Looks like it's trying to push up. Yeah, we can get a nice breakout. I'd love to buy some more. This doesn't look like it can. It can get to those levels. 59.90, it broke every single moving average on the 1 minute. We'll see if it bounces off of the 5-minute, 200-day moving average. 30 minutes still looking good, very bullish still, so that's what's important here. Gonna try to hold a little longer as these can rebound and recover and push up even higher. right? They could also sell off, so be very careful. We're looking for those breakouts here. All right, we got double-digit likes. Good job, everybody. Good job. We need to get that breakout. Do you guys see this breakout here? If it breaks out, then we could actually see this being very bullish for you know, majority of the day. SMCI finding support. Let's see if it holds. Now, news on LUNR from yesterday. Columbia Sportswear Co. Initiative machines will employ 2 of CO's patented techs to help protect lunar landers from extreme temperatures in space. There is also this one here yesterday. Joint Initiative machines, or LUNR, jointly with SpaceX launches of CO's IM-2 mission is targeted for multi-day launch windows that open no earlier than February 26th. And then a little bit later on, it said LUNR IM-2 mission lunar lander encapsulated and scheduled for launch. So that got a lot of good news yesterday. It got bad news and sold off, and then it rallied, which is very odd, but hey, that's what it did. SMCI news with this company. There was some negative news 21 hours ago. Super microcomputers rally, cost short sellers billions of dollars because it went up so much. Nvidia investors are jittery about earnings. So they either are making 25 million or 25 billion dollars a year, or they're not, right? They're cooking their books once again. So this thing can either sell off back to 20s, 30s, you know, easily, or it could push up to, you know, $150. It can go either way. It can go either way, but coming back from $17 to $50, coming back down to $27 to $66 is amazing all on its own. So we're definitely playing with fire here as we trade SMCI. If this doesn't hold above that moving average, then it can definitely sell off even more. And LUNR, again, just kind of not really doing what we want it to do. We're going to be patient. It is above this moving average on the 1 hour as well as the 30-minute. Okay, it is above these moving averages, showing signs of a potential reversal. But the last time we had a reversal, it went up to $22 and then immediately sold off. And we're not talking months ago. We're talking literally 3 days ago. 1, 2, 3 days ago, it pushed up to $22.40. I see Celsius was up 27%. Holy moly. Is that a new company we might have to trade? Let's look at the daily on here. Holy crap. Well, that's why, because it met some support at $21. $21.10. Beautiful bounce off of support. Pushed all the way up to $100. Celsius sold off. 78% Celsius has already sold off, and it's pushed up from 21 to 36, 70% in 7 days. Very interesting. Be very careful with Celsius. We are going to add it to our list, though. Great call out. Great call out. This can continue to rally or it can continue to sell off, finding some support at $30. That's very interesting. We're going to go ahead and mark that as a line. Very interesting indeed, but it can continue to sell off, so be careful with that company, guys. SMCI with a nice recovery from those low 59.60 moving average. See if it pushes back up. At one point we were down, what, $50 just now, so you got to be able to tolerate those swings, right? If you can't tolerate the swings, you can't tolerate the heat, then maybe you shouldn't be trading and maybe you shouldn't be in the kitchen, right? I've had $100 swings. I've had $200 swings where I'm down 200 and then make 100, right? Down 100 and make 100. So we've had some insane swings on this channel already. That's why I say it's so important to wait the first 30 minutes to see clear signs of direction. You don't want to be buying at the top like I am. You should be buying at the bottom and waiting to sell at the top, okay? I jumped the gun a little bit, got ahead of myself. I'm trying to trade breakouts, and which can work sometimes. You can make a lot of money on breakouts, but it doesn't mean they have to break out every single time. You saw this got rejected again off of those $20 levels. We're watching LUNR. LUNR is a very small position, 10 shares, about $200. SMCI is my larger position, 30 shares at $1,800. So a big difference as far as share price goes, and I could continue to add to the positions when needed. My Mara holding needs some boost. How's Bitcoin doing today? Bitcoin tried to rally and then it got rejected. It instantly got rejected. If we look at the 30-minute, or was it the 5-minute? Yeah, on the 5-minute it looks bullish, but like on the 4-hour, it's got rejected. It's still very bearish, right? It pulled all the way up from 93,000 to 99. That was that initial run we had, and it's touching this moving average and it got rejected. So if it can hold above 98 and stay out of this range that it was trading within horizontally for a while, then we can see some newer highs. But if it can't get above this moving average, then we will see another sell-off back down to the depths, very perfectly here. So I'm not really trading it at the moment. Mara again has this weird decaying factor where like Bitcoin is at 106 here. It was even at 102 there. Now it's trailing at what, 98,000. It's way down here. So be very careful with Mara. It does have a decay factor. It is very bearish at the moment, for the moment, but seems to be holding support about $15, $15.50 to be exact. So if you feel like $15.50 is a good price point to buy as a support, then maybe that's where you start kind of loading up. But until this starts showing signs of it pushing up, then I'm definitely not going to be investing in it. Okay, back to our trades. LUNR, trying to find any type of support here above those moving averages. And SMCI, very choppy this morning, doesn't know whether to go up or down, nor should it know what to do. Yesterday had a beautiful move, only we played a part in it from $54 to $62. That was an 8%, or that was an $8 per share, or a 15% profit, which is just amazing. Buying at 54, say 100 shares, $540, selling at 62, $620. You would have made literally 800 bucks. 800 bucks, guys, with $500. Isn't that amazing? Bless me. Bless me, bless me. Welcome. We have some good turnout today, guys. We got double digits watching. Okay, we got a nice 3 stages of reversal setup. LUNR is going to be in Cape Canaveral for a launch with SpaceX, so this thing can shoot up. Although this may have already accounted for it on the 18th. You know, maybe they already traded the launch. And SMCI, obviously way oversold of a company, has earnings coming up. SMCI, we will find out if they are truly a $25 billion a year company, or are they going to basically lie again on their books, and you know, this begins to sell off. So very risky indeed. And if this is your first time watching, you like WEBULL, you want to use it as your brokerage company, maybe you just want something different than the traditional Robinhood or Acorns or any other platform you might be using, Fidelity, TD Ameritrade, Charles Schwab, whatever the case is, maybe you're looking to change brokerages, or you just want to try something else. You can have multiple brokerages, so there's no penalty or any risk to you for having multiple brokerage accounts. But again, if you are interested, definitely check out WEBULL. It's the only platform I use personally on a daily basis for day trading. I do own other brokerages for long-term holdings, dividend paying companies, and some other swing trading style type trading. But if you like WEBULL, nonetheless, whether you're a day trader, swing trader or not, you can sign up with the link below and the first pinned comment in the comment section. Get up to 75 free shares when you sign up. That's free money, guys. Who doesn't like free money? Even if you don't use the brokerage, maybe you don't even like WEBULL at all, sign up with the link. Deposit $1. You will get free shares. That's free money to use to either trade with or take it out. Go buy you a lunch or a dinner. Pay a bill. Whatever it is free money. So don't pass up the opportunity to make free money. Very easy. I think when I signed up, it took less than 5 minutes to sign up for WEBULL. And as long as you use somebody's link, not my link, if you don't want to, your friend's link, your family member's link, just use a link when you sign up, okay? You're leaving free money on the table every time you don't use links. All right, SMCI, we are coming up on that 30-minute mark here for the markets. So now 8 o'clock, we're going to see a better sense of direction. You know, what direction is it going to end up taking for the day? After the 30-minute mark here, it sold off and then it had a nice rally. Doesn't mean it has to do that today. That could be what everyone's expecting. This could be a 2 or 3 hour sell-off. It could be a 2 or 3 day sell-off. It could not sell off at all. It could just literally consolidate at these levels. So I'm curious to see what happens. SMCI just slowly trickling down. It is below that moving average on the 1 minute now. This is exactly what I thought was going to happen. Remember, it was going to come down to this support level. We're going to get some buyers stepping in, and then we should be able to see this push back up. If it sells off the 1940s, 1950s, we can always buy a little bit more, bringing our average down. But we don't necessarily want to bring our average down on companies that are selling off either, you know. And I should have waited to buy my second 10 share at 60.50. Should have bought it like 60 even, or even 59.70s. Okay, finding some type of support here at those 1960s. A lot of buyers are stepping in on the market level 2 data. A lot of green showing here. We're going to go ahead and add 10 shares at 1970. 1970, it wasn't as low as 1960, where I would have liked to get filled. But that's okay. That's okay. I got 1960. We are pretty much going break even at the moment here. New average share price is 1979. SMCI now trying to push up. Still wanting to be bullish. Let's see if it can. Got a lot of sellers stepping in at 60.50s. A lot of buyers as well. So a lot of consolidation right at the 60.50 level. $60.50 level. Now, as a beginner, it's also not ideal to trade multiple companies at the same time. It's usually good to just focus on one company. By focusing on this one a little better, we could have got a better average or a better low. Or vice versa. You know, selling at the top, locking in a few dollars, and then waiting for confirmation, right? Because this does look like it's beginning to sell off. And now it's really a waiting game, right? I mean, usually I'll get on. If nothing happens within like 30 minutes or an hour, I'll either sell my positions and get out, or I'll lock in profits too early. Today we're going to let them ride a little longer. As long as they're still showing signs of consolidation or bullishness, then we don't mind holding it a little longer today. And then if we do in the live stream and I still haven't locked in profits, I give you guys my updates in the trade ideas section in the Discord, 100% free, lifetime access. But say the internet goes out right now, or we just, nothing's happening, everything's consolidating, I will update you guys there. Like, hey, I'm adding another 10 shares to my position at $62. Or, hey, I'm selling 100% of my position at these levels due to resistance. I really try to give you guys an update on everything as it plays out, so you guys are aware and you guys aren't left in the dark. Okay, SMCI is pushing up again after consolidating off of that moving average. Let's see if we can get a nice push up. If it gets back up to 62.40s and we just don't see a break or just can't get above that level, we'll just take our $40 and run with it. But I'd love to see this push up even higher than the 62.40. Right now it's trying to get above its open, the level that it opened at this morning. It is trying to get above that level. LUNR to 1950 here. So we're going to go ahead and buy a few more shares down here just to do it. 1947. We got filled at 1946. Let's see if it holds these 1940 levels. If not, then we will get more of a sell-off, and that won't be good for anybody. Okay, testing that pre-market open. See, buying at 59.60. Selling at 61 was a move all on its own. That was a 3% move right there, all on its own, bouncing from the moving average to opening levels. And if you guys are tuning in for the first time, I'd appreciate you smashing the like button for me. It helps other people just like you find this channel. It really helps out a lot, guys. Do it for you. Do it for everyone else who is having trouble learning how to trade or wants to know how to trade. Do it for them. And then remember when you were trading, did you have these resources when you first started? If you didn't, tell me about it. Do you like it? Do you like having this free live day trading available to you to ask questions, to see different indicators and charts that I'm using? Comment below. Let me know that you're enjoying this. Or do you guys just like to watch me lose money or make money? I'd love to hear it. That way we can make it better for everyone. What can I do to make these live streams better? I would say make more money, right? Let's make some more money. Daryl said more info indicators. Okay, so like more info on indicators. Yeah, we could do that. We could talk more about that. I do have a Learn to Earn lesson library available to everyone who is a little lost, who may not understand what these moving averages are, what these lines are, or basically what any of this stuff I'm talking about is. I have A to Z Learn to Earn lesson library, which gives you the rough, gives you the basics of exactly what these mean, and I talk to you a little bit more about those. Okay, very slow today, guys. Very slow. Like right here, the green line is our 200-day moving average. It gives us a basic understanding of where the market's been over the last 200 days, the average price. When it's above the average price, it's considered bullish and it'll go up. And when it's below this average price, or 200-day moving average, this green line, it'll tend to be bearish or will sell off. Now, I like to use the 30-minute. It's actually a better indication for me, and I like to use the 4-hour or the daily. The daily gives a really clear picture of where that moving average really is. The 4-hour, it puts it a little bit more into perspective, and as you can see here, it's been a battleground for a couple days on LUNR. It's maintained above that moving average, but it hasn't actually gone too much higher than. And then on the 30-minute, you kind of get that nice understanding of, okay, why did it push up that high? Okay, that makes sense. So 5-minute is good for day trading. 1 minute, I used to look at a lot, but I don't like, I don't really like looking at all this choppiness per minute. Kind of stresses me out a little, so I will use the 5-minute now to trade, as it sends a clearer picture and overall direction. Here we go, looking bullish. LUNR bouncing off of that support level very nicely, very nice bounce. Let's see if it can push back up, or if this is the first signs of it actually selling off here. And then SMCI, hey, it's holding above It's 9-day EMA, it's 45-day EMA. Those are exponential moving averages, slightly different than a normal moving average, but pretty much the same thing. It's tracking the performance of the company in a certain time frame. The blue line being 45 days, the purple line being 9 days. So I like the 9-day moving average because it sends a clearer picture. As you can see, when it follows the 9-day, it follows it very cleanly, showing signs of bullishness. And then when it breaks that pattern, begins to sell off, then you actually see a sell-off pattern, and then it becomes a resistance and not so much as support. So very choppy today, a lot of consolidation definitely in the markets. We are continuing to hold at these levels. Now, on the next big push, I'm going to lock in a little bit of my profits or a little bit of my position, maybe take a bit off the table. Let's say maybe we take off 10, maybe 15 shares if it begins to push up, just so that we're a little bit more comfortable when we do decide to hold on to these positions. And some days we can make a move, you know, in 15 minutes. We could be up 2% in a single 15-minute, you know. We've made $100 in less than an hour, $200 in less than an hour. And some days it's like this, where it's a little slow. You know, direction isn't super strong. It's a bit choppy. Let's go ahead and look at a couple other things here. Bitcoin still trying to get above that moving average. Mara pushing up again. Let's see, Celsius finding support at $30. And in E, it's not something I would want to trade, so I'm taking it out. PLTR finding some support. Uber finding support at $80, $81. Can it push back up? SoFi selling off. SMCI we are watching now. LUNR trying to get back up to previous levels here. Let's see, what's SMCI going to be able to do? Can we push up? A lot of consolidation at these levels, showing signs of being bullish. Very bullish. It obviously showing signs of it above those moving averages, maintaining those levels of support. All right, here we go. Can we get above 6130s? Get some buyers stepping in now at these levels, or are these levels a little too overbought for everyone? Love to see it touch back up to 62.39. Next time I need to do a better job of just locking in profits, considering I did buy in at 61.20, 61.50. I had like a 61.40 average. So I would have already been up, you know, $20 on the day. Wouldn't have been bad, but then I could have got in and got out and then bought at this low and rode this back up, right? Does that make sense? Instead of having such a huge or such a high average, I could have averaged down even lower and been up 3% instead of break even. So it's okay. Nonetheless, we're still making these trades. LUNR is pushing up. We love to see it. It's going to test that $20 mark again. SMCI should be able to push above and test that 62.40 level again. I'm lagging the show 10 minutes just FFWD. 10 minutes just forward. Crowd is my play this fortnight. My hedge is a 400 put, which is printing today. Good job. Good job. CRWD. I know you've been trading that quite often, and that's great to see. I love to see when people come on and they already have a company that they watch or a company that they trade on a very significant basis, and you've been sharing your profits with us. You've been letting us know what you're doing on your trades, and I just want to say, you know, thank you. I appreciate that. I think you're doing a fantastic job, Major, and yeah, you're calling these out perfectly. Again, CrowdStrike, it can sell off more, or it can find that support at 418. What is that, 416 level? So be very careful with that. Looks like it has a lot of volatility over the last couple days, pushing up $20, selling off $20. But hey, great trade for you today, sir. Good job. We're actually going to add CrowdStrike to our watch list. Okay, on the 5-minute, LUNR is still bullish. It's now showing signs of bullish, finding support there. Let's see, SMCI, are we going to find support again at these levels and continue to just kind of chop pull up? This is what I'm looking at. This is kind of what I'm seeing here. This like choppiness. Like, are we just going to do this all day until we get a breakout? Possibly. It's possible. Definitely possible. Or it can just sell off, or it can just consolidate. So Nike. Let's see. NKE, I am long at the moment towards its earnings. Have some calls. Nice. Very good. NKE, I know they had a recent sell-off pretty aggressively, didn't they? NKE. Yeah, they had a pretty major sell-off recently. I would be careful with this one too. Major. I mean, I know you know what you're doing. I'll never tell you what to buy, hold, or sell, but just, you know, be aware. Be aware of where these lines are and know that every time it does touch that moving average on a daily level, it gets rejected. Okay, so can we get rejected again at 79-ish? We could. But if we can get above that, that'd be beautiful for Nike. Then we could see some huge bullish gains. But back to those previous levels, $70. So it wouldn't hurt to buy a few shares to go long. It really wouldn't. I mean, would not hurt at all to buy a few shares. Even a test share, buy one share of Nike and go from there and just let it ride. If that's the type of investor you are, it's not a bad idea indeed. Okay, you see how it's making higher highs and higher lows, showcasing signs of very bullish pattern ascending upward. That's what we want to see, okay? LUNR, somewhat not really the same. I mean, it's holding above the moving average, but it has this range. So there's a lot of volatility in this range compared to SMCI, where it's just kind of like wanting to push up but can't, right? And then, of course, if LUNR cannot get up past where it is now, like these 1970s, above where it was opened, above opening, then this will just continue to sell off, and it could go back to 17. I'm surprised it hasn't gone back to 17 already. Don't say that; it might happen. All right, what are we coming up on? 52 minutes. 52 minutes on the live stream. And it just doesn't seem like they want to do what I wanted to do right now. And that's okay. It doesn't have to. SMCI getting some selling pressure. Again, not the best trade here. It looks like I'm trading a choppy back 9 of the MACD. A lot of green volume, not a lot of red volume, so there's still people that are, you know, have hope in this. This I traded again the back 9 of the MACD, trying to push back up above. And either one of them could get it. Either one of them could go back up, right? They could test this moving average back down here again. They can continue to push up. It could sell off. We just need to know both levels, right? Both understand the risk and the reward to both sides. SMCI free fall under 6 years. She's got to burn premiums all day. So yeah, we don't really want to see this go below 60. We really don't. I might even be able to be where my stop loss is at about $60, which it's getting very close. We're going to set a stop down here at 58.99. It's a very low stop, but I'd love to see if I can give it some room to breathe. And it could actually come all the way down to 58.66 or $54 even, honestly. And there it goes. Same thing with this. We're going to set a stop. Whew. 58.99. We're going to do a stop just below support. See this support here yesterday? Doesn't mean it has to hit it. It could actually, I can get stopped out completely. Same situation as basically yesterday. Buying the resistance and selling the support. Well, I'm not doing it today, guys. I'm not doing it today. All right, we're coming up on an hour, guys. Coming up on an hour here. Very risky trade indeed. Down about 50 bucks at the moment, unrealized. Haven't locked any profits in or haven't locked in any losses. It's unrealized for the day. Trying to push back up from those levels here. See if it does. There's not a lot of sellers. Like there is, but not a lot of sellers. Not a lot of buyers either, but not huge volumes of selling pressure, right? Same with this. They had green volume, little bit of red, not much. Now we just need to get that green volume back in here. Okay, SMCI back above the 200-day moving average. I mean, showing signs of a downward trend. And it's below VWAP. This one is showing signs of an upward trend, but it's not really happening. Yeah, the uptrend started here. 59s to 62. That was the move. Showing signs of it selling off. It's below all the indicators. Whoops. But you gotta have faith, right? SMCI wanting to push up, having a hard time doing it, but a huge candle showcasing that the buyers stepped in at those levels, believing that this can push higher. So what we're going to do a good job doing, I think, is I want to raise my stop. That way we don't completely get destroyed again. I don't want to get stopped out either. You know? I think it goes below 59. We're just toast. Same with this one. Look at this. It's testing 1944, 1936. Let's go to 1934. That way it doesn't hit that level. Maybe it bounces and it pushes back up. That's the only reason why I don't like stops, because they can actually literally stop you out and then push back up. It is Friday too, so there are a lot of people locking in profits today, and I know a lot of different things going on today. So, do they report today? Early notable gainers among liquid options. Fundamentals. I think they report earnings today after market close. That could be why it's like this right now. I'm curious. I should know this. Let's see. SMCI earnings. I thought it was today. Two 11/2025. Oh wait, or did it already happen? Where's my most anticipated earnings calendar when you need it? It's on the Discord if you guys ever need to find it. It's on the Discord. LUNR. Trying to see if it holds those support levels. Oh, and I forgot my daily bot watch again. We're going to do that in the Discord. That gives you all the popular stocks that are pushing up. Like CELH pushed up 23%. MLGO pushed up 250%. BABA pushed up 6%. And APLE pushed up 14%. That is amazing. Finding some support at this level here. We'll see if it can hold. Looks like I could buy one share. We're going to do it. Get one at the bottom there. Yeah, it doesn't look like we're going to hold. Looks like SMCI is going to sell off. As far as earnings, I could have swore SMCI was on here. Or did they already report earnings? Maybe it's next week. Yeah, maybe it's next week. Down 50, testing that average again, 59.60s. February 17th. Yeah, it's the only one I'm seeing for right now. Bot chat. Yeah, I guess not. I'm not seeing. What the heck? Their next earnings on February 11th, but I think they said that they were late or something, or something like that. So now it's saying that company estimated earnings date is Monday, April 28th. So April 28th, maybe. Yeah, we may be chasing something that is extremely overbought. I mean, it is, obviously. Interesting. All right, guys. Well, I would love to continue the live stream with you, but it has already been an hour, and there's just a lot of consolidation. There's really not much happening here, so I will keep you guys updated in our trade ideas section, whether I sell these positions or if I, add to them or what exactly I'm going to do. But right now, Lunar is holding that support above 1944. Hopefully get a bounce back to those $20 levels. Doesn't have to happen, but it would be nice. And then SMCI holding above this 200-day moving average. See if it holds, but honestly, it doesn't look like it's going to. So I'll keep you guys updated. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed our live day trading session today. If you did, remember to smash that like button. And we will see you all here bright and early Monday morning for another great live stream, another chance to make our daily goal of $100. And hey, we could still make that $100 today. These things can both swing in the opposite direction, and we could make some pretty decent money here. Or we could definitely lose, 2%, which is about a normal loss for me. I try to keep my losses small, making 2% a day, 5-6 days in a row will give you a nice 10% profit. And then, taking one red day a week or a month, 2% isn't that much as long as you keep your risk at a minimum. Okay, so appreciate your guys' time. Like always, remember to smash that like button and to end the year on a green note. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you guys all tomorrow, Monday morning, for another day trading session. How exciting! How exciting it is indeed.